we're going to be talking today basically about what it is like to be, obviously this is a mainly man channel. I've been accused of being part of the manosphere. I believe my audience is now 20% female. So if we're going to be talking about what it's like to be a woman who actually wants to be a remotely traditional or normal woman, essentially, in this bonkers clown world that we find ourselves in. Too many women, says Yama Scudo. Yes, hello, Mr. Scudo. Hello, sir. Yes, how are you doing? How are you doing? So if you have any questions on what it's like to be a woman in our insane clown world, then send them in on the old entropy or on Odyssey. Hello, if you're on Odyssey. I haven't tuned in yet because I didn't want to get one of those feedback loops, but I'm going to go to Odyssey and we will, of course, answer them today. So, good.
Shall I introduce the names while you're doing that? Because I forgot to introduce
Introduce everybody. You all know
I'm Poe, also known as Poe's Law on YouTube and on Twitter. I should be returning to Twitter on Easter after taking a break for Lent. On this side of me is Birdie, thank you. Below here is Amy, and over here is Cows, regular panelists and co-hosts of the show. It's actually very rare to have you all signing in, so it takes a man like Ed to round us all up and have us all on the same screen together. But we all, I think we all met at the event in Coventry this year. That was a good time.
We did, yeah.
I certainly didn't speak for yourself. I don't recall any event in Coventry.
No, you weren't there. No.
I've never been to Coventry. I find the whole concept of Coventry extremely sad because it's this beautiful city, and now it isn't beautiful. But anyway, cheers everybody, and hello. Right, so tell me then, one of you, how did you come up with this idea of doing this? How was it you summarised it, Poe? This
all female panel. We do. It was always envisioned to be a parallel stream to the cigar stream on Academic Agents channel. So the genesis of the idea came from the first Shieldings event where Birdie and I were present, and I gave a talk that was so radical, so controversial, and so upsetting that AA pretty much vowed on the spot never to allow me to be on Unpopular Opinions or on Cigar Stream again. So he decided that the female point of view was so radically different from the male way of thinking that we should be relegated to our own space in the traditional sort of drawing room setup, where the women are kept separate to have our own little natter and talk about things in our own way, quite separate from infecting and disrupting the men. So it started off on the Academic Agents channel for a long time until.
So what was it you said that was so radical?
Well, that would be a long story, but I basically told the men present to get over themselves and to try to make their lives and their I guess their actions reflect the quintessential manly values of trying to uphold society rather than trying to purity spiral down into I don't know how to summarize this, into dedicating oneself to being a spurglog on the internet.
Is this the one called Jogging to Get Somewhere?
That's it, yeah.
That's it, right? Okay, I've got a little book
you've
here.
Got the book, yeah.
I suppose speech. I shall bookmark that and read it later. Okay, great. And so we've had Poe on here before. You'll remember Poe from a while ago. So if I turn to the other ladies, starting with the Cornish lass next to you. So how is it that do you feel that you think differently from the average female of your generation or whatever? And if so, how?
I would say yes. I mean, luckily I met these like-minded ladies when we did the Women's Hour streams when we first started them. As Poe said, I met her at the first event, and I think we clicked straight away. We do disagree on things quite a lot, but it's a good kind of disagreeing. I think it does get conversation started, which is nice. But yeah, there's definitely I would say a league of women such as ourselves who want to have things a certain way, and we can't because of the current circumstances.
What did you? Sorry to interrupt. What did you click over? Over what did you click?
Probably just current affairs, really, and what we wanted out of life as a woman. You know, as a based woman. You know, that it is okay to want to raise a family and to want to be at home and do all these things that, don't sound radical at all, but apparently they are mental, according to.
Then haven't you internalized patriarchy and gender oppression? Isn't that what you've done?
Sort of. Yeah. I mean, I think we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. Yeah, we want to kind of make it more known. I mean, Poe, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I would say we definitely want to make it more known that being a based woman is okay, and it is what we think the best thing to do. We're definitely not trying to be in the same league as men. That's not what we're looking for here. We are not feminists. Let's clarify that now. So it is quite nice just to be able to chat to like-minded women with the same views as yourself.
What do you mean that it just sort of this idea of essentially what are you saying, that you want to put motherhood and so forth over other considerations, that you think that's the most important thing? Is that what you mean?
Sort of, yes. Yeah, in a way. All the, the traditional aspects of being a woman, because obviously now women are very much pushed to go to university, to get a job, to be very career minded, and they're not really taught, or they don't even think about what it's like to be married, to have a family, to do what your natural instincts want you to do. And the amount of people I know, I have friends who went to university, went to a job, well, they've still got a job and a career, and that's it. They don't know where to go from there. And, they're in their mid-30s now, and they're thinking, oh, but I haven't settled down, I don't have a family, and they're constantly telling themselves that they want more, and they can't figure out why. And I think we have discussed it on Women's Hour before. We've basically said, your natural instincts as a woman do lean you towards these traditional roles in a way.
Do you